Hello, how's it going, everybody? It's me, Deimos here, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are overall doing well. Please let me know how you're doing down in the comments below because I would love to hear about your day. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this episode, shall we? Today, I kind of wanted to go over a tech day that I went to. It was just like a little meeting and all that. If you work in the tech field, you probably know what they are, but it's just like you get to go see what software and stuff are out there that your company could use or implement or technology and all that. And it was just a really interesting thing because this is really the first one I've ever gone to. I don't think when I was a student employee in college, even though I had the chance to go to them, I just never really had the time to go to them because I either had class during that time period, I had projects or homework to work on, and yeah, I just don't think I ever really went. But overall, if you ever do get a chance to go to one, I would say definitely try to go because they help you learn a little bit more about your field and what kind of stuff could be done at your company, security wise, backup wise, emergency situation wise, risk assessment, all that stuff that your IT crew will probably have to worry about. But yeah, it was a pretty fun day. I got to go with a few coworkers during work time to go check this stuff out. But yeah, we had breakfast there, we had lunch, which was all provided, and I even think the tickets were free to my knowledge. I don't know if our company had to pay for them, but yeah, I definitely thought it was an interesting thing. At the start of it, we did learn a little bit about AI and machine learning and how those could help the workflow and all that. We didn't learn too much about that. I think it was going to be discussed at the later part of the day, but halfway through, we decided to head back to the office and kind of just regroup. And other than the few, I guess, workshops that they had, where they just talk about their company and what kind of stuff that the main company could do for you. They also had a bunch of other sponsored companies there that were handing out free stuff and all that, which I got loads of free stuff, which is partially why I also liked it. But it was also interesting to get to talk to those other companies like AWS, Cisco, Arctic Wolf, just a bunch of different companies. Beam, you may not know what some of these are, but yeah, it was interesting to see some of the people that we're already working with there, but it was also interesting to talk to the people that we didn't really know nothing about their company or anything and seeing what stuff they could offer us. Just getting to talk to them, get some information, pamphlets. They were able to scan our badges so that they could send us information for our emails and all that. But yeah, I would definitely recommend, if I haven't said it before, go to one of these if you ever get the chance to for your work, because they could be very insightful on what kind of stuff can be done for your company. Even if you're not the main decision maker, you could still bring this up to your manager, boss, or whatever, and then he could bring it up to the person who's higher above him and see if we could get some of this stuff implemented. But it was also interesting because we had our manager there as well and our IT director, and it was perfectly fun. We got a lot of information out of it. Got a couple of ideas of companies that we may want to implement just because they would help out with stuff. There was one thing that was an emergency system that'll get you in contact with 911. If you have more than one offices that you go to or sites or whatever, they could let those sites know that, hey, there's something going on at our site, so we're going to send people to your site or whatever. Stuff like that. I found that to be pretty interesting because it would be nice to be able to have something set up so easily like that. We are working on something else currently for that. Well, we haven't had any luck of getting it work, but hey, if this other option out there is easier and cheaper, we might go with that direction. So yeah, you just learn stuff like that from talking to these people. And then get the free goodies. I got a shit ton of water bottles, 3 water bottles, a bunch of notepads, pens, bottle openers. Man, they really are trying to get you to drink over there. Trying to get you to crack open a cold one because a good portion of them had bottle openers. I was okay, I'll take some. That's fine. I'm down. Also, a lot of people had socks for whatever weird reason. So I have 7 or 8 pairs of new socks that I got from there. Okay. I got like 2 hats and just a bunch of other knickknacks and all that. It was overall like an exciting day. I would definitely recommend, like I said earlier, if you're in the tech field or if you ever somehow get a chance to go to one of these days, go do it. It's fun. It's interesting. You get to network with other companies, find out what stuff could be done at your company, or if you ever decide to leave to go to a new company, to be like, oh, hey, I went to a tech day one time. This company seems really interesting. We did implement it at the other company I worked at, and it worked wonders for us. Maybe we should implement this here to help us out with our workflow. But yeah, that's probably going to be doing it here for this episode, guys. I just kind of wanted to talk about it just because I thought it was a fun day. We did learn a lot. Oh, before I do end up the episode, we did go to the couple of workshops, which one of them was like a security and risk assessment thing where they just talked about how to prevent a lot of this stuff. And then the next one that we went to was a recovery workshop where they kind of talked about well, what are your steps for if you do get compromised, how to deal with that. And then they offer workshops that you could either do individually or with all your coworkers, where they set up a scenario and then you have to try to decide how you're going to work through the incident that happened, which I think would actually be interesting to actually see. So hopefully my work actually goes through with that, just because it'd be a fun idea. I mean, you don't ever want to go through that, but it would also be nice to have a plan in case that ever happens, and to hear from the professionals give you feedback on, okay, maybe not this, but that. Okay, you're thinking right on this part right here. Yeah, you never want to get hacked or anything, but hey, you see it every day, a lot of fucking major companies who spend probably hundreds of $1,000s, maybe sometimes in the millions of dollars for security, and they still get hacked by somebody. You are never safe. And that was one thing that they told us as a good way to prevent this is to always suspect that there is a breach in your system and always to be looking out for weird stuff going on in your system. Which is, yeah, that's good knowledge. Just because you should always have a little bit of paranoia when it comes to security and all that. But yeah, now that is going to do it here for this episode, guys. I do hope you guys overall enjoyed it. Hopefully it was an interesting topic and not just me rambling off about my day. But, I mean, it was just me rambling off my day. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it. See you guys next time. Have a wonderful day and peace to fuck.